TV's live coverage of the NBA Summer League continues from downtown Orlando. Teammate up at Barclays on draft night. He's a fan of TJ Leaf and excited to play with him. And Miles Turner is in the building once again.
Yeah, supporting his guys. He's been through this process.
Who has the ball right now.
And a good matchup at the point with Webber and Joe Young. Two guys that have some NBA experience.
Here's Graham. Graham is one of the best players at the Summer League, and he's bounced around the league some time with several teams, but he was the best player on the court. He was multiplying, and his quickness was in full effect. And he's always
not necessarily the route you want to take, but ultimately sometimes you see he's going to probably end up as a backup point guard, and those are guys. You see Stokes there draws the foul.
Young turning the corner, nice dime to Stokes, and he reverses it home. Sabonis obviously coming over in the Paul George trade as Leaf misses the jumper, but it's a lot of interesting bigs to choose from.
Yeah, and Sabonis will be interesting too.
Just lead by 2. Nice knock away by Graham. He wants it. He got it, and he scored.
That's a great example there too.
Right, Andre Iguodala stays with the Golden State Warriors, and Houston, of course, wanted him, and they go and sign P.J. Tucker to a 4.
Taken away.
Oh, nice.
Nice inbound there the year prior, 15 and 17. Questions about whether Steve Alford would retain that job.
Not playing today. Rakeem Christmas injured a left ankle in preparation for the Summer League. He's not playing today in the first quarter. Joe Young playing the entire quarter. And here's Leslie. Nice try. And the leading scorer in the game is Treveon Graham with 9. Here's Joseph. And he hits his first shot of the game. Your career at Syracuse. And like a lot of these guys trying to get back to the league. Former Gonzaga player, Shinnick Karnowski, all 300 pounds.
The kids getting to the next level. And while it wasn't the expectation to start the season, Collins definitely improved and showed a lot. And the big fella.
Long and Paolo, both Iowa State players on the court here at the same time. Leslie tapped it in.
Yeah, that was great second jump there.
A good living over there.
I think it just depends on, it's more about what that team thinks. Listen, he's got enough skill. He's obviously a good character guy. He's got, as I said, some talent. Are there going to be some issues? Yeah.
As a senior at Gonzaga, 12.2 points, 5.8 rebounds on a stacked team. And that 3 ball is good for the Hornets, cashed in by Chris Joseph. Here's Leaf, driving on Karnowski. Good left-hand finish.
Defense first on the hedge and then the recover.
Oh, Travis Leslie is doing things.
He's coming out here, just guys go at it. Those two teams, like you said, making a trade, conference rivals. And Philly hoping to be a team that's a season ago.
That was the first pro bucket for rookie Dwayne Bacon. And he has tied the game at 28. Here's Lee, turnaround, fadeaway, yes.
Yeah, you can see the skill there. He really...
Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Stokes, little dribble handoff to Paolo. Great pass. And the basket is good for Indiana. Treveon Graham had 9 in the first quarter. He's got 12. Anthony, first half winding down in the final game of the day from the Orlando Summer League. Jarnell Stokes and the Pacers lead by 1. And here's McKinney Jones. Yes. Oh, Briante just shook Young with a great move. There's Johnny O'Bryant working against Stokes. You like that matchup, don't you, GA?
Yeah,
More, a little dribble handoff to McKinney Jones. He took a bump from Graham and hit the fadeaway. Joe Young didn't want the mid-range J. And the corner 3 is good for Indiana. Monk is a guy that can do similar stuff.
Yeah, I mean, ideally they're looking for Monk.
Briante Weber. Weber the kick out to Graham. Off the heel, 3 seconds left, down to 2. Bacon hits it with 7/10.
A lot to do with your ability to bounce back after hard contact.
Briante Weber makes it, at least here today.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that did score in college. That was a nice find, unable to convert Leaf, but Stokes, it's the ability to get the team to function in the half court. He'll have to be able to pick his spots as Graham.
Stokes, dribble handoff to McKinney Jones, out to Joe Young. In the corner for TJ Leaf, and he's going to have to make that shot.
So that's, I don't think one necessarily has anything to do with the other. It's a nice fallback to have in Otto Porter. And I think coming in, they knew that he was more than likely going to get a max offer.
Other team can come in and offer a player. Now, obviously, if the Wizards would have offered Otto Porter the max, it would have been 5 years.
The #1 pick. Projected as the #1 pick in this year's draft, and obviously the injuries have set him back somewhat. Justin Jackson has really come on as a basketball player.
Probably going to get his shot stuffed and just shoveled it out to O'Brien.
Yeah. And then, getting back to the Otto Porter, I mean, if you're Washington, maybe you feel good because the fact that he could only get to 4 years as opposed to you having to give him.
I think it's a good, to your point, I think it's a good decision to let the market dictate what they have to pay Otto Porter. Now, as Briante gets another nice roll here and another jump shot. Miles Turner getting his coach on in terms of complaining to the refs. And here's Leslie. Oh, a little turnaround. Back to Leaf. He's going to fire a three. Leslie kept it alive. Body's bounding. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. Long got it off, but it wouldn't go. The Pacers won the second quarter 29-20. York put it up for Mathiang. There's Joe Young, that Oregon player, putting it in. And Matt Kane, our producer. And here's Joe Young. And presumably Weber will be coming back into this game very soon. Johnson, a little shaver, and it goes. Young underneath to Leslie, nicely done.
Good job. And had the vision there to create that deuce.
No timeout by Coach Silas. However, Briante Weber is up off the bench, and TJ Leaf didn't want the three. And a nice follow there by Leaf.
How about the quickness? And that's one reason why Briante.
Here's Long on the drive, and
Popeye Jones got to be happy with how well they've been executing here in the half court.
Joseph hits.
They need it.
See if Joe Young hurts him again on this possession. He got inside on Gabe York, made it look easy. And Briante has sat back down. He's no longer at the scores table. McKinney Jones. Baseline J for Jarnell. Stokes is good. Hornets down 8. They need buckets. Graham underneath to Bryant. And that'll help. Graham with a nice pass down low to O'Brien, and he finishes.
Yeah, that's, again, good job there on that pick and roll.
Young out to McKinney Jones. Here's Leslie. Hard driving. And following it.
I'll tell you what, I like to see less adjustments, not just with the physicality, but the nuance of the game that he's going to have to learn. And this is why we're here.
Acrobatic hanging basket by Joe Young. And
they don't make casts for that. So, good find.
Leslie with the highlight of the game and a dagger, GA. To get it into Stokes. And he got it down to TJ Leaf, and he jams the jam. And that rebound collected by McKinney Jones, and it's stolen by Briante Weber. How about that? Cookies. And then Weber gives the foul on Young. Christmas, injured left ankle. These are NBA guys for training camp. But Edmund Sumner, the point guard that they got in the second round through a deal, he's got a knee and shoulder injury. He's unlikely for training camp. So the Pacers are shorthanded, but they get it done, GA, 84-77. They're 2-0 now.
Yeah, impressive win.